What's up everybody? Jay here with Jay's Backyard Cooking, and today we're gonna fire up the Dutch oven in the garage. It's a nice day outside, football's fixing to start, so why not? So the other day my wife decided she was gonna clean out the pantry. As always, once somebody starts cleaning out the pantry, you always find stuff that's in there that maybe we forgot about, was way deep in the corner, or that you just haven't gotten around to using it. So she came out with some diced tomatoes, tomato paste, tomato sauce, beef bone broth, and I figured, okay, what can we do with it? Well, we're gonna throw it in the Dutch oven. So I went out, I bought some white potatoes, baby gold potatoes, some beef neck bones, some beef bones, and an almost 2.5 pound chuck roast. What I plan to do is chop up some onion, set that aside for later. We're gonna clean up the potatoes. Wash your potatoes, don't be nasty, they come from the ground. Then we're gonna fire up the Dutch oven on the, what is that thing called? Then we're gonna fire up the Dutch oven on the propane burner that I use for the shrimp boils. We're gonna season the meat just real quick, salt, pepper, garlic, maybe a little bit of cumin powder. We're gonna throw it in the Dutch oven, let it sear on both sides. Then I'll pull it, throw in the onions, get those to caramelize. Then we'll throw the chuck roast and all the neck bones and the beef bones right on top of there. Then we'll add in all the ingredients. Stay hydrated. So we'll get this onion chopped up, just a real rough chop. I want big pieces that are gonna line the bottom of the Dutch pan, just to kind of help the chuck roast not burn on that side. It'll just lay on top of the bed of onions. So I'm gonna get all this cut up and get it prepped, already put to the side. Get the dishes done and over with. I'm thinking this is gonna take, I have no idea how long it's gonna take. I have no idea what I'm making, honestly. I'm guessing some kind of a stew, maybe. We'll call it a Dutch oven stew, because that's probably what it really is. Put that to the side. Take out this chuck roast. I'm not gonna do any trimming on it. Nothing whatsoever. Oh, but I'm thinking maybe 2 hours on the cook, maybe, possibly 3, but I doubt it. I know that I'm gonna start it outside in the garage. And I know that I'm gonna finish it inside in the oven. That much I do know. But from outside to inside, I'm not gonna check it. I'm not gonna open up the lid. I'm just gonna transfer it. Inside, I'll probably have it running at about 250. And then once it's in the oven for about another hour, at that point, I'll pull it out and I'll check it. And then we'll gauge it from there. I think the potatoes, I'll put in probably 30 minutes after it's outside. I'll open it up, I'll dump the potatoes in, and then we'll let those ride out. Inside the cast iron, I'm gonna dump some olive oil in there. Like I said, I'm just gonna drop this in, take it outside, get it quick sear on it, both sides, and we'll pick up from there. I did say I wanted to put a little bit of ground cumin in there, so let's go ahead and do that now. Just not too much. Ground cumin can be very overpowering, so just be careful with it. Like I say, let's get this fire started up. Turn it down, don't need it that high. And let that steak get a good sizzle. Add a few more minutes on that side and then we'll flip it over. All right, that's probably enough for me. So you can hear that sizzle. Get it just like that. A couple of minutes on that side. All right, that's enough for me. pull this, set this aside, drop in the onions, a little bit of beer. Gonna let those go for a good while. All right, those have been going for a good 5 minutes. Got a little bit of caramelization started on them. We're going with everything else. Let's make a bed of onions. Put the truck roast back in. Beef bones. Some beef neck. Let's go in with diced tomatoes. Whole can of tomato sauce and the whole can of tomato paste. Rinse that off with some beer. Make sure that all gets in there. And then we're just gonna go the whole box of bone broth. Get it real nice and stewy in there. That way we don't run out of liquids. And then from here, the Dutch oven and the flame do the rest. We'll be back in about 30 minutes when we add the potatoes. I'm gonna turn the fire down a little bit, because all I want this to do is simmer. So quick change of plans. The gas tank ran out of gas sooner than what I thought it was, but I already put the potatoes in. I put some carrots in there. I'm gonna finish it off in the oven. I got the oven set at 350, and we're gonna let that roll till 1224, probably till about 3:30 before I check it. Just drop that right in the middle, let it go. Set a timer. I say 3 hours. I'm probably gonna check it every hour on the hour, just because it's in the oven now. I don't know what it's gonna do, so I'll keep you up. All right. Well, before I ran out of gas, I had the pot going outside for about 30 minutes, and then I brought it inside. It's been in the oven now for about 3 hours at 350 degrees. Let's see what we're working with. A nice little sizzle going. Meat is fall apart already. Bones fall apart. Potatoes, of course. Carrots, mushy. That's what we were after right there. Beef stew, beef caldo, call it what you want. I'm gonna call it good. What are we gonna eat anything with it, or? The tortillas, cornbread, what? All right, this is done. It's still a little too early for us to eat dinner. We're probably gonna wait about an hour, hour and a half, but I'm gonna let this sit in the oven while the oven cools down. The cast iron should keep it nice and warm for us. We're still undecided whether we're gonna do tortillas or if we're gonna make a batch of cornbread to go with this, but either way, this is looking good. Straight out of the pantry, and some extra ingredients is all it took to make a good meal. Like what you saw here, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Anything helps. We'll see you next time. You know, folks, sometimes in life it takes someone else cleaning out your pantry to remind you that the best ingredients have been right there all along, waiting for their moment to shine. My wife looked at those dusty old cans like they were clutter, but to me, They were inspiration. A few soup bones, some beef neck, a chuck roast, and a little creativity later, and suddenly, those forgotten cans became the star of a Dutch oven beef stew that could warm any soul on a cold night. So maybe the lesson here is this: before you toss something aside, or someone, thinking its time has passed, remember that with a little effort, a little love, and maybe a side of cornbread, you can turn leftovers into something legendary. So until next time, keep the grills hot and the seasoning simple.